Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well out there and enjoying your day. It's Thirsty Thursday. Actually, it's just Thursday, y'all. It's just Thursday. But I hope it's a wonderful one. I hope it's everything you expected it to be. I hope you are crushing today. You know what I'm saying? Staying healthy, staying safe, doing whatever you can to keep hope alive. To keep this world alive, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a lot of BS that we're having to deal with on a daily right now. It's kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with some recounts in in a couple states right now. We got to talk about those things. We got Cardi B in trouble over a Reebok ad that we most definitely got to talk about, and we got to check with our own two peepers. And of course, there was a story I didn't get to cover earlier this morning because we were too busy deep diving into this Pfizer conversation about this new vaccine and everything, and how Fauci was endorsing this new vaccine that they are hopefully going to be pushing out here very soon by Pfizer, which obviously we do have some interesting updates about that too. So I'm going to be talking about that very, very shortly. But there's a lot to talk about this evening, y'all. And we don't have a whole lot to talk about, or a whole lot of time to talk about it. So before I jump into it, my brother, man, David is in the house. What's a guan, brah?
Good to see everyone this evening. Pretty quiet day. Just been watching my friend's dog while he was working. So.
Oh, nice. What kind of
dog? She's like a mutt, but mostly a pit bull, probably.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she likes to chase my dog. It's fun. They chase each other. I mean,
yeah, that's cool. That sounds like it's really nice. You know what I'm saying? That sounds nice. You know, yeah, man. You know, my dogs are pregnant as ever, as I've talked about before. My dog, not dogs. One dog, you know, I'm not trying to sit there and try to make it seem like one of my dogs is just a pimp running around, you know what I mean, just throwing his wayward peen everywhere. We ain't about that life, you know what I'm saying? But yes, he is. My dog, the female, of course, is doing very well. She's pregnant as ever. It seems like I look away, I turn back around, and she's even more pregnant than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just gets bigger and bigger every time I see her. But she's a beaut, and I'm excited to see those little puppies pop out and live and thrive. You know what I mean? We only got a few more weeks, and then she is due. You know what I'm saying? Due, bruh. Due. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. David isn't. He doesn't give two damns. He didn't even say nothing. He's just like,
I thought you were going to talk about the puppies some more. I just wanted to hear about them. You got to bring them on the show when they're born.
oh, you know for a fact I will. I'll bring out the whole little box filled with puppies, and I will show those puppies. I promise you that. That's a guarantee. Because you know for a fact, the people that watch this show do really enjoy seeing puppies. You know what I'm saying? They love seeing babies and puppies. They'll be like, "Oh, let me see the baby," or they go, "Let me see the puppies," and I'm like, "All right, cool. Here you go." I don't have any babies. I have puppies coming, but anytime we have somebody on the show that they have their baby with them or something like that, like Joseph, who's an avid member of the show, member of the family, he'll come on and he'll have his beautiful little baby with him. You know what I mean? Little Madison. Hopefully I got her name right. With him, and everyone's going, "Oh, let me see the baby. Let me see the baby." So it's kind of nice. It's sweet. It's endearing. Gotta love life and beautiful babies. You know what I'm saying? It's great. So you guys will be seeing puppies here in the next couple weeks. Hopefully right before Christmas time, you'll be seeing some puppies. Some puppies in my neck of the woods, in my world. You know what I mean? Because she is prego. She's prego. You know what I mean? She's pregnant as hell. But what are you going to say, David?
You said, she's got about a month or two left, you said?
She's got about a month, bruh. Like, I think she's due around the 12th of December. Something like that. So, about a month. A few more weeks, bruh. And then she's going to be, popping out these puppies. Popping out puppies. I'm excited about it.
Got to have a room set up for them so they don't pee all over your place while they're running around and playing.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. No. I'm gonna do it old school. Like either I'm gonna get a bin, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a bin, or I'm gonna get a big old box. You know what I'm saying? Good old cardboard box, and they're gonna, make a nice little bed in there for them, and then that's where they gonna live. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it simple. They're gonna be on the far end of the house. So I don't have to smell dog all day long, because I will lose my freaking mind. I hate the smell of dog. Sorry.
They might not smell like dog yet. They might just smell like puppy. Might be different.
Yeah. Well, you never know. They might smell like a hamster cage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe rabbits or something.
Yeah, rabbits. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So I'm cool. I'm cool with it for now. So we got to jump into these stories. You know what I'm saying? Because news is basically stories. Like your grandma. She's in the middle of watching her favorite, like As the World Turns. She's like, "Get out of the way, you blocking my stories." You know what I'm saying? Stories, baby. But these are actually real. They're like little biographical stories. You know what I mean? They're little biographies. Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, they're like little biographies. They're not autobiographical. They're autobiography, or they're just biographies. But anyway, I digress. Moving on, we got to talk about this main thing. You said something that you were going to tell me something. Right before we started the show, you were going to tell me something about Pfizer, and for a fact, we have got to talk about that, because it kind of made me smile a little bit. I don't know. Why don't you tell the story? Go ahead, David.
Yeah. So earlier we were talking about how insider trading in the stocks might affect people pushing the vaccine, and it turns out that on Monday the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, sold $5.6 million worth of stocks of the pharmaceutical company on Monday. So he's the CEO and he's selling stocks of the company. And just to remind everyone, they announced the vaccine on Wednesday. And that was 2 days after. Burle's sell of the Pfizer stock was part of a trading plan set months in advance, known as they have it listed as the 10B5-1 plan. And this is interesting because Moderna did something very similar, where they created a plan and they got some minor investigation over it, but this one's getting a little more interest because not only is it the CEO, but that was also what was it, 7 times or 14 times his normal salary. And one professor who specializes in insider trading from the University of Pennsylvania said that it looks very suspicious, and that that it's wholly inappropriate for executives at pharmaceutical companies to be implementing or modifying any sort of stock in the same time frame as releasing the vaccine information. So, yeah, exactly. And the stock trading plan, these types of stock trading plans are aimed to kind of shield corporate executives from allegations of illegal insider trading. So it sounds like he was just doing it a little earlier than he was supposed to, and then we talked about it. So there's no like official FBI or anything investigation yet, but there are several other like professors that focus on insider trading that have brought it up, and the U.S. government is involved in the vaccine of Moderna, but they're not. We're not like directly funding the Pfizer one, so that one, those stocks aren't related to anyone in our government usually. But
yeah, you know, this is the moment when I wish Jack was here. That's all. This is the moment when I wish Jack was here, because I don't know. It sounds like the tune of I was right. I was right. I was right. I'm just going to say that out loud. I was right. I told y'all. Some of y'all made it seem like, oh, look at that. Pascal swallowed the red pill. No, I did not. I did not. But I can smell BS when I smell it. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? I know when BS is happening, y'all. And that was some BS. That was sketchy. That was a sketch, or sus, which is short for suspect. That's all I'm going to say. Told you guys. I was right. I was right. I was right. Yeah.
I will point out that
Woo! Okay, yes.
People in Congress from both sides have been pushing against these bills specifically because, or not these bills, but these internal corporate plans specifically because they are, the senators that are pushing against it consider it insider trading, even though it's legal right now, and that's why they're trying to create a bill against it.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course, of course. I was right. I was right. I was right. That's all I'm gonna say. I was right. I just love when everybody gets all mad, gets all tight. You know what I'm saying? Gets all tight in the chest when I say something that may come off a little unorthodox to what I usually say on the show. But I'm a free-thinking man. I'm a free-thinking man. And if somebody goes, oh yeah, you know, I would be front in line. I'd be first in line getting that injected in my arm, because those guys over there, those are my brothers over there. I just trust them. Just totally trust them. Come on. That's suspect. That's real suspect. Sorry. What are you going to say, David?
I mean, the rule that, or the bill that the senators are working on, and that does include, or not working on, but pushing, that does include it's being worked on by a Financial Service Committee Chair, Maxine Waters, as well as some Republicans as well. So it's, you know, it's from both sides. But they specifically, one of the things they want to do is delay their ability to create these plans, immediately trade, and then announce the information, because there's no cooldown right now. So even though they have to create a plan, they can do it, it seems like, on the day of the trade.
That's interesting. But they're trying to take control. They're trying to control the situation so that the people who are behind it that have their skin in the game don't get fed off the stock, don't get fed off the land illegally, let's just say. So, little insider trading going on. Then you got Fauci coming in. You know, he is basically the Michael Jordan or the LeBron. Let's just make it more up to date. He's the LeBron of the viral disease infection stuff, mumbo jumbo. And he's going, I endorse this. You don't think he's going to make, he's trying to make a little bit of monies? Trying to secure them bags? Come on, y'all. Sorry. Just saying that out loud. I want a vaccine more than anything in the world that works, that definitely works, that can keep everybody safe. We do need a vaccine. But when you got somebody, Fauci, going out and saying, oh, endorsing it, bold face, clear as the day was made, he's out here going, hey, oh, I would stand in front first in line to inject that in my arm. He hasn't said that about any other company making vaccines except this one. Seems a little suspect to me. And I'm somebody going, can we please get a vaccine ready right now? I mean, shoot, 3, 4, 5 months, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months ago when all this stuff was going on. So, like I said, still suspect. Just saying. Just saying. And I see you, Mr. G. I'm reading your stuff, man. Obviously, I'm biased. I wouldn't have a show if I was biased to a certain extent. So I feel you. I feel you. But when something seems suspect, even though I do listen to Fauci, I feel like this is the only moment that I've looked at him and said, hold on. Wait. Let's stop. Let's press the brakes here real quick. How real is this comment? Sorry. I listen to science all day long before I hear anybody else. I'll listen to him all the time. But that just was a little suspect. Sorry. He can't be perfect all the time. He is human, and I get it that he wants to secure dem bags. But this thing, meh. A little weird. I would listen more to somebody else than him in this particular situation. Oh, and not Trump. Sorry. Not Trump either. And I know you're joking, Mr. G. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, baby. Anyway, moving on, David. What were you saying?
The vaccines that both Moderna and Pfizer are working on, they're unique too, in that they use mRNA to transfer the antivirus, the antibodies around, and that's not been done before. So this is a very unique way, a new way of delivering a vaccine throughout the entire body, and it can be used, and they do plan to use it in other styles of vaccines, but this is the first major release of an mRNA-based anti-vaccine. Keep trying to say antivirus, but we're not computers.
Right. Antivirus, or I thought you were going to say Antifa. I'm like, oh no. Totally different Charles Dickens story, my brother, but I know exactly what you mean. And this is very, like I said, for the next couple weeks, as we start to look at this vaccine, the race towards a vaccine, it's almost like the race towards the moon in a way. As we start looking at this, the vaccines starting to come out more and more, I think we need to keep our eyes and ears very, very sharp and very, very alert, because we don't know what is real, what is them just trying to get something out to secure the bags, and what's something that's really out there to actually really help people. I understand that they are trying to help people for sure, but they're also trying to make the monies. They're for sure trying to make the monies. And I think that's BS. So we'll wait on that. I will sit idly by and wait. I'll wait for sure. And don't get me wrong. Like I said, Fauci is a professional. You know, he's very well read, very, very astute in the realm of viruses and infectious diseases. But I want to see more than just him going, oh, yeah, an endorsement. That's BS. I want to see more. You're talking about these things have 2 days. You feel hungover for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? People are getting massive migraines over it. Now, all these other side effects, man, nah. That is not a vaccine. I don't consider that a vaccine. You need to do some fine tuning, tweak that ish. I'll be sitting here idly by, social distancing, washing the hell out of my hands, and wearing a mask until then. But until then, I'll be sitting here just watching with my eyes and ears wide open. Let's talk about this recount, shall we? Georgia, because, you know, Mr. G just said, please sing Georgia. So, you know, that's what you get. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. That's all I got. Anyway, I don't even know the rest of the words of that song, to be honest.
That's all I know about Georgia, period. So.
Peaches.
Oh, yeah.
Peaches. That's all I got. You know, it wasn't there a song about peaches?
Probably. I'm
Millions
sure there's several
of peaches.
Georgia peaches or something.
Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Isn't that a song? That's a song. That is a song. It's like an old grunge song or something. I don't even know why I know that. Let's talk about this recount. I understand that right now they are recounting and it looks like Biden is still in the lead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to chuckle. I don't mean to chuckle about that, but it looks like Biden is still in the lead by thousands and thousands of votes. Again. So, David, please drop some knowledge on this, por favor.
All right.
What's up with this, man? Come on.
All right. So a little background on the Georgia is that they started the recount because they're within the margin of votes that require it, but the Secretary of State Raffensperger wanted to do this one as a audit. Specifically, he wants to hand count every single ballot out of the about 5 million ballots that Georgia got to verify that the 14,000 difference is accurate and that there wasn't some sort of tabulation error from the computers. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's been getting pushback from other people in the state, like head of, well, not just the state, but head of GOP, Schaefer, was working against him, and the state's two GOP senators were calling upon Raffensperger to resign earlier in the week. The Georgia's two senators, which are both GOP, were calling on him to resign. But, you know, he kept pushing through with it, and it's going through the process right now. And it looks like, you know, like you said, it's still going to come out Biden, it looks like. But they're mostly, I believe, looking for the tabulation errors because in Michigan and Georgia, there were cases where a county had the Dominion-based tabulation machines miscalculate and give votes to the wrong party.
Right. But what's funny is that they are hand counting everything right now. They're hand counting everything right now. They said that this is the most secure election in the history of elections in the state of Georgia. And yet still they hand counted these votes. And so far, Biden is still in the lead. Regardless of anything that was erroneous or fraudulent, anything that they have taken out of those votes in this recount in Georgia, still Biden is in the lead. That's all I'm going to say. Same thing that's happening right now in Pennsylvania. There's no song about Pennsylvania, so I'm just making it up. Anyway, Pennsylvania. Real talk. They're recounting right now. And guess what? Guess what? Biden is in the lead. That's all I'm going to say. So we could keep going through this the whole day through.
There's actually some weird stuff going on with the, well, not weird, I guess, because it's Trump trying to get votes to not count, so it's not too surprising. But the Supreme Court, the federal Supreme Court, pretty much overruled the state Pennsylvania Supreme Court to say that ballots that did not have their IDs approved by a certain time are being discounted, and they weren't counted in the original Pennsylvania vote, but the Pennsylvania Election Commission and all of them were trying to get the votes counted since they got them in time, but the Supreme Court ruled that per the Pennsylvania Constitution, they weren't legal ballots, so they got thrown out.
The thing is all right. There is this too much. Like, okay, so say that, just summarize that one more time so we get that abundantly clear. So in Pennsylvania, Trump has done what exactly? One more time.
So in Pennsylvania, they have a deadline for the ballots where you have to have your ID verified by then, and the county or the state tried to count the votes, and their own state Supreme Court allowed it, and then Trump sued them, and through the federal Supreme Court overruled it so that those ballots are thrown out, and they weren't counted, and they weren't included in the original number of Pennsylvania. No. They were holding them off until the trial was resolved.
Right, but go ahead. Sorry, but
they were ballots that they received in time and everything. Specifically, the issue was that the ID wasn't verified by, I think, November the 9th. And their constitution, they argued, allowed it to go until November the 7th. But the federal Supreme Court made them stick with the 9th instead. Or 17th. But the federal court made them stick to the 9th.
But still, no matter what, whether those count or not, whether they were to add them in or subtract them, Biden is still in the lead in their recounting. Like, we're just repeating the votes again. I'm not, and I apologize. I'm reading everybody's, comments and everything. Let me apologize. I'm not trying to gloat. I am not trying to gloat. All I'm just trying to say is that what's done is done. Here it is. If the story was changed, if it was Biden asking to recount and everything and all that, I would still sit here and go, they're recounting everything and Trump is in the lead. I would still do that. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'd still do that. I'm just trying to point out how absurd this situation is, how ridiculous this is. As much as he likes to make it seem like there is some sort of voter fraud going on, it looks like there really isn't. Whether they use mail-in ballots that were brought in at post-dated this date or not, if things came in late, blah, 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 still no matter what, these votes are still leaning towards Biden. So no matter how many times he sits here and tries to say, no, I'm throwing out I'm sending out a lawsuit to do this, that, and the third, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the end result. It's not going to change the sum of the votes. Sure, there might be a 1,000 votes here or 1,000 votes there that might seem a little bit sus or sketch. But that still doesn't change the fact that it's still leaning towards the left. I don't know how many other ways I can say this. And I said it on the show this morning too. Bruh, stick a fork in it. It's done. I'm sorry. And we could keep going. I mean, it's going to keep going. He's going to keep going because that's Trump and he's obsessed. And from the stories I'm hearing, the new, from mainstream media, social media, you name it, everything is saying that he's just all over the place. Now he is trying to fire like everybody. Literally, he is just going in and he just, right now, the head of the CIA, or if I'm correct, the CIA, right? She is literally on the chopping block right now. Her fate is still questionable right now in regards to if she's going to have a job or not. He has already started to fire other main government officials already. Because for some weird reason, he feels some type of way about how the election went, and he's putting the blame on them now. What are you going to say, David?
Yeah, he's pretty much gone through the intelligence and military agencies at the Pentagon and is replacing a lot of the main ones that have worked against him in the past. So most of his significant people have been fired from the Pentagon. And pretty much the people you pretty much all military and intelligence.
Yep. And why the hell is he doing that? What would you think? What say you?
Some of them, I guess, spoke out against him before, and now he wants to have a secure office to help his investigations, I guess, or his lawsuits, I mean.
You know what I think it is?
So
I think he is trying to find any type of litigation, any type of loophole he can have to either stop this election from being what it is, or he's trying to find a way to stay in office. And these particular people, these government officials that he's talking to in the Pentagon, whatever, are literally turning to him and saying no. Like, it's not possible for me to do said thing. I'm sorry, Mr. President, but what you're asking for me to do is either illegal or unconstitutional. I'm sorry, which is also legal. So I'm sorry, sir, but I can't do that. And I guarantee you, he's like, oh, so you can't do this for me? Okay, you're fired. Like this, we're back to The Apprentice all over again. Now he's just saying, you're fired. You're not going to do that for me? Oh, you disagree on what I want to do. You're fired. Sorry. I'll find somebody else that'll say yes to me. That's literally what's going on. And that's hard facts, y'all. Hard facts. Donald Williams on Facebook. What's up, Donald? Good evening. He said, I still can't believe almost half the country voted for him. Then he also said he won't show up for the inauguration. LOL. Yeah, I agree with that too. If things keep going down the way that they're going down, Trump quite possibly might not do that. But I'll tell you this. If he does do that, I'm going to be real with y'all because you guys are fam. If he does do that, do you think anybody's going to vote for him in 2024 if he decides to run? Do you think anybody's going to go and buy his stuff if he starts to stamp Trump on everything, on a bottle, a aluminum can, or a book, or a game, or a T-shirt? Do you think people are going to buy it if he's going to be unpatriotic by being there for the inauguration? I do think he'll do it. I do think he'll go to the inauguration because he knows for a fact he still wants his American people. He still wants half of the country, less than half of the country actually, that still support him to continue to support him when he walks out of office. Because you know for a fact he still needs to make money. He still needs to secure them bags. As soon as he walks out, he's a citizen of America. He's a citizen of this world all over again. He got to make them monies. Just saying. He ain't going to do that. He might get evicted. He might get forcibly, evicted. I could see that happening, but I don't think he's not going to show up to the inauguration. That is so unpatriotic. And that would be a huge stain on his presidential legacy. I don't think he wants to go out like that. That's just what I think. That's what I think. I'll give him that. I'll give Trump that. I think he's smarter than that. But you never know. We might have to sit back, wait, and see. We're just going to sit back, pop our popcorn, and go, is he going to show up? Is he going to? He showed up. You know what I mean? It could be a fun little drinking game or a little bet. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Anyway. Boy. Also, by the way, another thing, Obama just dropped a new book, and it talks about everything from his encounters with Trump to him running, being, president for 8 years or for 2 terms. It's a very interesting one, I think. I definitely will go and check it out because I'd love to hear his thoughts on Trump. I know for a fact, I think we all know how he feels about Trump. He didn't even need to make speeches about it. I think we all know how. Right, David? I think we all know how he feels.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah, it was a dead giveaway during the inauguration. And here's the thing: he didn't agree with how Trump is and what Trump does, and didn't like the outcome of the elections either. But he still showed up to the inauguration. Why? Because that's what a president does. So I hope that President Trump does what he needs to do and mans up, puts on his big boy pants, goes out to the inauguration, and hands over the baton in a respectful and patriotic way. Moving on. I mean, we do need to talk about this. This is short, but Denzel Washington's house was caught on fire. His family is okay. I know a lot of people were very concerned about that, or at least fans of Denzel, like myself, were, concerned. We're definitely concerned. And it looked like, sorry, I'm just getting this email, or this article put up. According to the authorities, smoke could be seen coming out of the second floor of a multi-level home in the first block of Beverly Park. Sorry, ads keep popping up. Beverly Park Circle. So, despite a thorough search of the 28,000 square foot residence with thermal imaging cameras, there was no active fire discovered, says the Los Angeles Fire Department. The smoke on the second floor was determined to be from one of the several furnaces in the home that was recently serviced and was taken offline, according to the department. I think somebody was just smoking hella weed. That's what I think. But, there were no injuries, and all occupants of the home were allowed to return back inside shortly after 10:30 p.m. as all fire crews, both Los Angeles and Beverly Hills fire departments, left the scene. A spokesperson for Washington told U.S. Today in a statement Wednesday night, there is no fire and everyone's okay and safe. It wasn't clear whether Washington himself was at the residence. So somehow there was some weird smoke that was coming out of this crib, and they went in to investigate, and there was nothing there. I'm thinking somebody was hotboxing. That's what I think.
I don't know why a furnace would be smoking if it's not on fire. I mean, it's not what they do.
Right. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody was vaping hella hard. That's what I think too. Somebody was vaping hard in these streets, like horde. That's the only thing I can think of. Because as soon as the fire department show up, there's nothing to be found. Like nothing. Somebody smoking the weed. Smoking the ganja. That's
not even illegal there, is it?
It's legal. It's California. Weed is legal. You know what I'm saying? So they're not doing anything illegal. Or it's probably his son, his kids, Somebody was in that crib just smoking hard, smoking the devil's lettuce, smoking that whacky tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was having some fun. That's what I think. Or doing a hookah or something. Just doesn't make any sense. So there you have it on that story. I mean, you know, what do you think, David?
Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. It's really the only thing I could think of. Probably doing like not just like smoking it through the hookah, but doing where you just like burn it in the center and everyone like a sauna.
Oh yeah, just breathe it in, man. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like a sauna weed, like a weed sauna.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a Dutch oven, or like a hot box, like hot boxing, like the ultimate hot box. That's some heavy stuff, man. Debbie just said, I think John David was bored. That's hilarious. No, he was trying to think of the next movie after Tenet. That's what he was trying to do. He was like, yo, you know what? Hey, bruh. Yo. Hey, Nolan, come here, man. I got this great idea so you can bend your mind a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's put some shrooms and like put a whole bunch of weed in the middle, in the center of this room. And we're just going to breathe it in like it's Vapor Rub. What you think? Let's do it.
He's probably just pissed that no one in America watched Tenet. It did great overseas, but no one here saw it.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
He's got to smoke that off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then he's like, man, I got a crazy craving for some Taco Bell. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Funyuns, a whole lot of water. You know what I'm saying? That'd be funny as hell. Jerry, what's up? Good evening. He said, LOL, Dutch oven my wife last night. That's terrible. You're a terrible human being. That means he farted in the covers and then he covered her face with it. He Dutch oven his own wife. That's love, though. That's when you can actually tolerate each other's gaseous fumes. That's love. Seriously. That is love. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Mr. Jesus said Captain Crunch. Facts. You're like, man, I want some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Me too. You know what I mean? You're watching the same movie over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You're watching some Cheech and Chong or like Half Baked up in this piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Feel you.
I used to suck toes for crack. Sorry, it's the edited version. You know what I'm saying on TV? I used to suck toes for crack. You never sucked toes for weed. That's not a drug. Boo! Boo! Anyway, moving on. Moving on. We got to talk about this next story because this is something that's very interesting. Cardi B, oh my God. Cardi B, y'all. Cardi B's in trouble right now. She's in, I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's a rapper, she's an artist, she's she's killing it in the rap game, killing it in the pop music game, doing her thing. And this is a interesting story. She's in trouble. She is under fire because she apparently now she has a Reebok ad. She did a Reebok ad. She has a brand new pair of sneakers. This is very cool for her. Congratulations, sweetheart. A rap artist having a pair of sneakers. There have been other rap artists who have sneakers. Kanye, Travis Scott had his own pair of sneakers as well, and so on and so forth. But she finally came out with her own Reebok sneakers, and she did an ad. And now she is under a lot of fire because she went ahead and did an ad posing and looking like, close to looking like the goddess Durga. And it is a part of the Hindu religion. And there's a lot of people who are of that faith that are feeling very, very much upset about said image. And I'm going to show you guys the image. I want you guys to see this for yourselves because I can't really. I just want you guys to see the image, okay? So Reebok ad, she is posed and it's made to mimic the goddess Durga. And I'm just going to show it to you right quick. Here we go. There it is right here. There is another photo right here that's a little, you know, it's kind of hard to make out. But you know what this is, okay? Let's just be straight funky here. It is definitely mimicking the goddess Durga. It is a very popular look. It's a very popular image. And there are a lot of people that are feeling some type of way, like this particular person that tweeted this. She said, my religion is not yours to appropriate or even use as a promoting tool for something like shoes. It's insulting the goddess. It's insulting the goddess Durga. We even remove our shoes before praying. Seriously, not done. Seriously, not done, Cardi B. I hope you apologize. So, of course, she went on to apologize. She actually did. And she said on Tuesday, she publicly apologized and said, sorry, guys, I didn't mean to offend or disrespect anybody's culture. And she captioned she captioned underneath a Instagram video. She said, I can't change the past, but I'll be more cautious in the future. Now, let's be real. The image is done. What's done is done. The ad is out there. There's really nothing she can do about it now, except maybe try to get it removed, maybe get it, taken down. But at the same time, it's an image that we all have seen now. You have seen it. I have seen it. You can't erase the memory, right? Now, I've seen people mimic Jesus Christ. I've seen people mimic other types of iconic religious figures. But at the same time, this is not a good look. Not a good look for Cardi B at all. Especially right now in the climate that we live in right now. Everyone is hypersensitive about any images that are being used at all, religious or not. So, of course, if you see a white girl with cornrows and they go in on her because she's culturally appropriating a hairstyle, of course, you're going to get ran through if you're culturally appropriating a religious image, a religious figure. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that I think I see the issue is that they're just using it for an ad, I guess. I mean, this is a little different from some of the other things we've talked about because it's, there's like TV shows of their gods and things. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but the legend of Bagger Vance is based on the Bhagavad Gita, and Will Smith is basically Vishnu in that.
Yep.
So, like, I see that probably just the main problem is that she's doing it for profit, and that if she was doing it for any other reason, they probably wouldn't care based on how often they're okay with, movies or plays that display their gods in a more respectful or reasonable manner.
Yeah. And the other thing is like on top of that, she also did say this too. In the clip, she explained that the creatives on the cover told her she was going to portray a goddess that represents strength, femininity, and liberation. And that's something I love and I'm all about. However, she understands where her fault lies. She also said, and though it was dope, if people think I'm offending their culture or religion, I want to say I'm sorry. That was not my intent. I do not like disrespecting nobody's religion. I wouldn't like to offend my religion. Now, she continued saying, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Maybe I should have done my research. I'm sorry. I can't change the past, but I'll do more research in the future, like I just said a second ago. Now, that's the thing. I mean, I understand her being naive, her being ignorant, to the fact. But at the same time, I feel like there is a thing where you kind of have to constantly have your eyes open. Like regardless. Nowadays, like she might not have ever seen an image like that before in her life. But in a way, if you really think about it, if you have a creative team that's coming up to you going, oh my God, we're going to get you looking like this goddess. Look at this photo. I would think twice. Instantly, I'd go, wait a second. I've seen that before. Now, here it is, though. I know I know a fair enough about other religions and other, deities and other, images, iconic images of religion, of various religions. I don't know if she does. So I keep thinking, okay, it's an ignorant moment. It's a moment where, it was a lapse of judgment. It wasn't like it's not like she went and said, let me Google this really quick. And it could have just taken a quick Google for her to look at it and go, you know what? Maybe we do something else. Or she did it not thinking that people were going to have that kind of reaction. She probably was like, this is no big deal. Let me just do this because it looks dope. I'm just going to do it because it looks dope. She probably already knew what Goddess Durga already stood for, what religion it's under, all that stuff. But she probably was like, no one's going to freak out about that. This is going to be a dope photo because it represents all these other things. And then she received the backlash and she's going, okay, I didn't realize that it was going to be that bad. I didn't realize I was going to get that kind of backlash. So to me, it's like you could go and fire some people, just to be real. Whoever the creative team that was behind that maybe shouldn't have pushed you in that direction for you to get that kind of backlash. Or this is where I summon the skepticism of Jack real quick. Or this was a publicity stunt. That's option C. This was a publicity stunt for everyone to start talking about it. But then at the same time, that's offensive. But oh, damn, that's kind of dope, though. Those sneakers are kind of hot. I'm going to go buy them. Anybody know that she was going to do a sneaker deal with Reebok? I sure as hell didn't know. But now I know. So it worked. It might offend a corner of the world. It might offend a section of the world. But at the same damn time, now everybody knows Cardi B has a new pair of sneakers out with Reebok. Skadoosh. Drop the mic. I'm just saying. Debbie just said she pulled a Kanye. Figgity facts, baby. Figgity facts. See what I'm saying? So maybe smart marketing on her team's end. Go ahead, my brother. What are you gonna say, David?
Yeah, I mean, even if she knows who like the Hindu gods are, I wouldn't expect her to know, to have designed this ad at least, to come up with the idea herself, or even if she did, to have planned it out to look that way. And maybe she did, but I would just think it was like an input from someone else, and she was either naive or, like you said, she just thought that it would draw attention and get her more money for selling those shoes.
Oh yeah, because now everybody's going offensive as hell. But damn, that's kind of hot though. I kind of like that. Does it only come in that color, or does it come in other things? I mean, that's offensive, but move on. It's kind of hot though, because I rock that Cardi B, that Barty C. Think about it. Think about it. Like, she was talking about divorcing Offset. Now she's not divorcing Offset. She got an album coming. It's all marketing, baby. As much as we sit there and go, oh my God, that's offensive. It's doing the job. It's doing exactly what she wanted it to do. And I don't know how I don't know if, personally, I don't know if she knows other religions and the histories and the goddesses and the gods and all that surround certain religions. So she could play ignorant to that. But kind of worked for her. That's what I like to know. Anyway, so there's that. Donald said something just a second ago while we were talking about this. Hold on. Did you talk about Mo 3? Donald, I have not. No. That's something that I'm probably going to do a pop-up video about because I just found out about it as I was getting this show started. So, and I kind of want to make sure I know what's going on with it before I actually do the damn video. Because, yeah. I just want to make sure I know what I'm talking about before I act a fool and am an idiot and say something stupid. Welcome to the show. What am I saying? I do this every single day. But I just want to make sure that I know exactly what's going down because I just found out about his shooting and about his death. But I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen anything. I want to take a look at it first before I jump on it and do something about it, do a video about it, which is still a tragic story. So I will definitely be talking about it here in a little bit in a pop-up video. And Donald, I got to tell you, we got a whole family, whole crew over here on the YouTube side that watches on YouTube. You should come on over, hit that subscribe button, join the conversation over here sometime so that you can also see my pop-up videos because I do a lot of pop-up videos, just so you know. So not only just the live show, I do a lot of other videos just about things that are breaking news, etc. So please, jump on over and do that ish. You know what I'm saying? Please, Donald. We'd love to have you a part of the family. It would be dope. So that's it, y'all. That covers everything. Today is a short one, unfortunately, but we'll be back on tomorrow morning. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to do a show tomorrow night. I usually do. I'm now trying to consolidate my evening shows. I just so like people like Jalen and other people who watch the evening shows. It looks like I'm doing the shows Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. because Monday and Friday are just so crazy. And I need some time to live, just to be completely honest. Especially like I just got done interviewing Roy Jones Jr. That's going to be popping off here very, very soon. Actually, let me pull up a photo so you guys can see a little something. You know what I'm saying? Your boy out here working. That's all I'm trying to say. Your boy out here working. Hold on one second as I pull a photo up. That my eyes are closing that one. Gotta love that. Okay, here's a little sneak photo so you can see, your boy's been out here working. Got to sit down and chop it up. You know what I mean? Guns out, by the way. Guns out. I got to sit down and chop it up with Roy Jones Jr. He's got a big ass fight coming up in the next couple days. Yeah, that's me. Guns out. The sun was out, so guns were out. Anyway, I got to sit down and chop it up with him, do a real serious conversation with him, got to watch him train, you name it. And it was a really good time. And yeah, long story short, this episode is going to be freaking epic. It's going to be freaking epic. David, I got to tell you, man, when I was sitting there chopping it up and looking at the footage. So I'm trying to pull you up here so that everyone can see you while I tell you this news. So was looking through the footage today because I got somebody actually editing this episode because I really need some time to breathe. And the LeVar Ball's interview almost killed me. I'm not kidding. LeVar Ball's interview almost killed me. So I went to go pick up my hard drive so I can look at the footage because I had not seen the footage. As soon as we got done with the interview, I jumped in a car and drove 9 hours overnight back home. I didn't get home until 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday morning. Sorry. So I I didn't sleep my ass off, but I slept on Wednesday. That's why there wasn't a show. And then I got up just to do a show and YouTube was down. Why? I don't know. But I think God was trying to tell me to get some rest. So I didn't get a chance to see any of the footage. So today I finally got my hard drive. I came over to the computer and I just started going through the footage and my jaw dropped. There is so much good footage. There's so much stuff in this particular episode. It's going to be freaking amazing. We worked our butts off to do this thing, to get all this footage, to tell this story. And I cannot wait to share this with you guys because I'm hoping that this opens up more stories that I can share with you guys, sit down, interviewing not only just LeVar Ball and Roy Jones Jr., which is amazing, but being able to start even talking to more bigger names, same level names. It doesn't matter. Not trying to say that Roy Jones is not a big name. He's a legend. And he's about to fight Mike Tyson in what is today, 16 days from now. So this is a huge interview. It's big. And what we covered and the stuff we did and the sit down and everything was just freaking epic. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait to share this story with you guys. And I'm just hoping that this is something that you guys can fully enjoy because I went out of my way to go and tell this story. You know, I would literally, David knows. David knows the weeks of work and the weeks of sweating that it took to get this interview locked. And then even the day of, I got a story to tell you. I got stories to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you after the episode airs. And like I said, this episode is so huge that I really hope this takes this show and this YouTube channel to that next freaking level. Yeah. So, hard work is starting to pay off. Say that again, David.
I know I'm looking forward to that one because I really want to see not just the interview, but to see Rory Jones Jr. You know, that fight's going to be huge.
Yeah,
he's been pretty active lately himself. I think he had a fight in Mexico like last week, and he's still fighting. He's what, 50 something?
He's 51. He's 51. I had a conversation with him the 2 days after he had a fight in Mexico. So he flew back into Pittsburgh just so he can have the interview with me. He was going to go somewhere else and take some more time off, but he flew back up as soon as he could so he could sit down and rap with me and of course, continue to train and get ready for this fight with Mike Tyson. And it really meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was exhausted. He was really, really tired, but it was dope to see just a master of a sport. You know what I mean? A master of this art form right there in front of me doing his stuff. And what's dope is that it's like he's still learning every day, which is really cool. Watching him and trying to perfect the perfect punch. It's crazy. It's crazy the dedication that this man has. And sitting down with him was an honor. And hanging out with him was an honor. And I cannot wait, like I said, to show you guys this story. It was epic. Mr. G said something before we head off. Mr. G said, how long do you think it'll take to put it in the can? You know what, Mr. G? And man, I'll say this. I'm thinking that I'm going to have the episode out not this Monday, but the following Monday, because I really, really want to promote the hell out of this, and I want to push it. And I want you guys to get hype about it. And the way this interview is, and the way the whole episode is about to be cut together, this one is going to be something for. I mean, this is going to be legendary. So I'm really excited. Like I said, you don't know what's about to come out, even just this coming Monday. It's going to be dope. And just keep your eyes out for it, because it's going to be phenomenal. Just the promos that we're putting together right now are going to be redunculous. This thing is going to be so hyped up to a whole new level that I can't even, like I said, I can't even fathom. I can't tease it because I haven't fully looked at it. You know what I'm saying? I have not fully, like nothing's been pieced together. You see what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of clips. It's a whole folder filled with photos and clips. So I can't really, leak anything or tease anything yet, because we're still, like I said, piecing it together right now. You know, the premiere, do a live stream. You know what? I could do that. The last time I did LeVar's, it was just a premiere. I didn't live stream it. I just premiered it. That is something to think about, for sure. That is something to think about. I might do that. You know, Debbie, that's not a bad idea. I might do that. I'll think about it, for sure. I might do it. It's not a bad idea. But Cecilia, hello. I totally agree with her. She said, let's smile, although things nowadays have been hard. I agree. We got to smile. We got to get through these things. You know what I'm saying? Zozo Bob, yes. That was interesting, too, that I was much taller. You know, you see him on TV, boxing and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. And you're like, wow, you're a lot shorter than I thought. Not anything disrespect. No disrespect to anybody. No disrespect to Roy. I literally thought he was just like a mountain, you know, really tall dude. And no, I was taller than him, which was kind of cool, but at the same time, very surprising.
I think both him and Tyson are around 5'10".
Yeah, they're 5'10". Can you believe that? What's up, Superman? Thank you so much. Superman 2050. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, man. So I'm like I said, I'm Lady K. Hello. I am very tall. You know what I mean? I'm 6'4". I'm a tall dude. I'm 6'4" and I'm 250 pounds. I'm a big dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude, and I'm at my heaviest right now, because of COVID. Everything's because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of money, then I don't anymore because of COVID. You know what I'm saying?
It's a story for everyone.
So I'm saying, used to perform well in bed, but not anymore because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Could be everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to not have diabetes, but now I do because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? All those things. Because of COVID. I used to have 2 dogs. Now I'm about to have like 9, because of COVID. So I'm totally kidding. Those are all lies except for the dog part. I'm expecting puppies for those of y'all who just got in. How about doing a live stream with Ronaldo Gauss? You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Like that idea. I'm going to write that down. Real talk. Anyway. Debbie, the dog is good in bed, though. You know, you're terrible. You're terrible, Debbie. I'm done. Okay. I got that. Thank you, Superman. Not a bad idea. Cecilia, greetings from Brazil. Thank you, Cecilia. I really do appreciate you checking out the show all the way from Brazil. That means a lot. And all y'all for being a part of the show all over the world, all over the country. We got people from Australia, from every single neck of the woods, including all the way overseas and all that. So it is always enjoyable to have you guys tune in and be a part of the conversation. Oh, I already did. I already wrote that down, Mr. G. Remember I was talking about like it's as if trying to be on the phone, but then your dog barks, like the automated people, and then the dog barks and it's like, sending you to billing. You're like, no, I wanted to go representative. You know what I mean? Say what is again? What?
I find if you just start cussing at them enough, they just send you to the representative eventually.
Word.
Just keeps throwing out the F word, and they'll send you to the representative.
Exactly. Just keep hitting the pound button. Just beep, 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 beep. Just get just send me to representative. I want to talk to a human. Human. You know what I mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Then it's like, sending you to, it's like, what? Anyway. Or especially when they try to translate to speak in Spanish, you know what I mean? Where they're like, I don't know how to say it, like something por español, prese número whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, and they can't even say it right, or they sound like me. You know what I mean? Like they're just straight up reading off a piece of off of a pamphlet or something like that. And it's like, oh my God, you're terrible. You're terrible. You know what I mean? Now you can put David in your videos. You know what? I could. Only thing is he lives in Colorado, y'all. We are a whole state apart from each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice out here, though. It's worth the drive.
Shut up. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. I know, man. Yeah. Para español o prima dos. There you go. You know what I mean? But they're like para español or prima dos. You're like, what? Terrible. Arf! Sending you to billing. Oh, I didn't want to go there. You know what I mean? Problems with my internet. Problems with my internet. Problems with my internet. I don't understand what you're saying. Arf! Sending you to billing. What? Every time. Anyway. Yeah, Kansas. Gotta love Kansas. Just a whole lot of nothing. When you drive, it's just flatlands and nothing. What were you saying, my brother?
I had to drive through St. Louis and Kansas and all that when I went from Pittsburgh to here. It took 2 days, but it's not a fun drive. I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest.
Yeah, see? It's a whole lot of nothing. Flatlands and nothing. Maybe a couple cornfields, and you might see some power, like the windmills or whatever they're called. You know what I mean? And that's it. Flatlands. It's terrible. Superman, I agree. Trump is most definitely being a little bit of a crybaby, and he needs to face the facts of what's going on. Real talk. Just let it be what it is, man. Let it be what it is. Anyway, we got to get going. I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of that, some photos, or a photo of my conversation with Roy Jones Jr. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we had an interview there, but then we had an interview somewhere else. I have some really great stuff, and I can't wait to show it with all y'all. It's going to be dope. I ain't dissing Kansas. Come on now. Feelings get hurt. Sorry, Mr. G. Hey, Kansas is great. It's my next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Go Jayhawks. There you go. Oh, Black Beauty, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the show. I'm glad you're enjoying watching the show. Thank you. Unfortunately, I got to wrap up the show. There's plenty of things to talk about. There's plenty of things I'm going to be talking about here. Hopefully, I'm going to do a little pop-up video here. We got to talk about this shooting, which is crazy. I don't know much about it, so that I need to go and do some research before I go muck it up. You know what I'm saying? So I got to jump off here. But I appreciate everybody who's been on, chopping it up with me, being a part of the conversation. Mr. G, hey, Black Beauty, what's up, sweetheart? Thank you so much for being on the show and commenting. Zozo Bob, Superman 2050. Let's see. Cecilia from Brazil. Thank you. Debbie, my sweetheart. Thank you. Who am I missing? Who else am I missing? Lady K. Tanny Vane. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dang. I'm just scrolling through. I'm trying not. Oh, Jalen. Anyway. I got to get going, but I appreciate everybody who came in. Donald Williams on Facebook, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Jerry on Facebook, thank you. All y'all, you know what I mean? Mike Butler, what's up? Thank you so much for coming on and chopping it up with us. And yeah, so I will be on tomorrow morning. And of course, David, thank you for being on, of course, too.
My pleasure.
As always. So I will be on. Or we will be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to talk about whether or not this world is still on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the world's not going down in hell in a handbasket. When was the last time you had that phrase? I've been saying it a lot lately. Like since the election, hell in a handbasket. You know what I'm saying? That seems so 80s, doesn't it, bruh? Doesn't it seem so 80s? You know what I'm saying?
Should have brought that in at the beginning of 2020. It would have been better to start off the year with it.
But the thing is that we didn't know that we were going to get the Rona. We didn't know that ish. Bro, we didn't know that. Had I known, you know what I'm saying? If I had like a little bird on my shoulder saying, hey, there's going to be a Rona coming through, bruh, then I would have been like, hell in a handbasket all day. You know what I'm saying? But it's very 80s. Hell in a handbasket. I feel like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, big guns, all roided out with guns. You know what I mean? That should be the title of a movie. Hell in a handbasket. Why a handbasket, though? That's what I'd like to know. Why? Why? Anybody have the answer to that? Nobody. Nobody got that. Nobody. Anyway, something to think about as you pop some edibles and go to bed tonight. Think about that. You'd be like, why hell in a handbasket? So weird. Anyway, I got to get going. I've been weird enough today. Black Beauty said, the more you say it, the funnier it gets. Facts. Facts. I'm just saying. Nikki, thank you for the nice gun. I don't know. The nice gun? This is the gun. This is my gun. Without me, it is nothing. Without it, I am nothing. Something like that. I don't know the phrase. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I appreciate nice guns. Thank you. Yeah, you went to check out the that photo. You know what I'm saying? Hell in the handbasket. Guns out. Just roid it out. Anyway, I need a t-shirt that says hell in the handbasket. Real talk. Drobo, what up, man? Anyway, we gotta go. Holy God. I love all you guys. I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to jump on, be a part of the conversation. We'll make sure that, you know, the world isn't going down to hell in a handbasket. There you go. See, I finally put it in the phrase. You see what I did there? You're proud of me.
Right.
Bam, baby. That's right, mother lover. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. See you guys soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight? I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3.
Hold up. I know you guys are still like talking and stuff, but I had to jump in during the middle of this commercial break. or this thing. I know I was done. I know I was about to be out, but surprise! But here it is. Mr. G just said something that just blew my mind as I was just jumping off, and I think it's kind of dope. So let's talk about it for 2 seconds. The origin of the phrase hell in a handbasket can be found in the practice of capturing the heads of guillotine victims in a basket. That's why hell in the handbasket exists. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look that up to make sure that's actually true, Mr. G. You know what I'm saying? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Thank you for that. I'm going to go back and, resume these commercial breaks because I got to pay these bills. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Imagination, Image a World. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.